Polish Jewish patriot, Derek Sonnenberg.
And so she says, Rabbi, am I Jewish? So on the one hand, it's an interesting question of a challenge to myself as a rabbi. At what point do I say, there are enough facts to say, yes, this person is Jewish?
Okay, exactly. Okay, so, 38, it's a real democracy. And it's very deeply allied with the British and the French. And the British, not of food, not of arms. What came back raised the bullets. You can ask them, how did people survive it? You have people who fainted. They were stood on the edge and they fainted. And people fell on top. The lady who comes to hate them. It is difficult for man to endure the idea of peace, and now peace is another human being without
Whatever they were, we didn't complain.
It would only be proper for a civilized society in some way acknowledging what the tragedy of the Jews of Jerzbik was.
Nie, ona mówiła telefonicznie ze mną. Kiedy? No, jakieś 5 miesięcy temu, może 4 miesiące. Znalazła.
Był taki piec i stał pan z moimi, z moimi
to
synami.
był syn, tak. They fixed it a lot. They fixed it a lot. They had...
On chłopiec miał gołębie, ja to dobrze pamiętam.
Gdzie Hil Przytycki mieszkał?
Przytycki?
A tutaj? Hil Przytycki.
No, to really.
Plajne?
Just mention who you are and tell them why.
I'm a historian and I'm working.
Salome moved it.
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless us and keep us. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichunecha. May the light of the divine countenance shine upon us and through us, and be a blessing unto us. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. Among the myriad gifts which we have been blessed, foremost among them in our minds, each of us, the memories and the loves that we hold dear. May we, each of us and all our loved ones, be blessed with God's most precious of gifts, the blessing of shalom, of wholeness, of peace.
Amen.
Amen.
If somebody gets lost, just go back to the entrance, outside entrance, and then
One of the camps in here, it was a perfect place, perfect location.
there's no bathroom here.
Yes, usually when that transport used to arrive, and at that time I already had the job. I used to come in here, one of the very few people, and I was working, doing the roads. So I could see when the people come in here, they would select some people, and the rest of the people were just marched down towards the gas chambers and gassed and burned on a continuous basis. Sometimes trains used to arrive at a greater numbers, and it exhausted the capacities of the crematoria and the gas chambers. So they took some people into the gas chambers and the crematoria. The very young and the very old were pushed in a pit. It was constantly burning with wood, and they pushed them in there alive.
The pace was so quick that they outdid the system. In other words, they couldn't keep pace with people who were forced to.
And then we walked down there to the end of this wires there, and we entered because the entrance of the to the camp was from the other side. It's about 1 kilometer long. I stayed in a barrack more towards this end, and it was quite visible to the prisoners who were in this camp. They could view what was going on here when transports used to arrive. They would select the people who they needed. So they needed carpenters, they needed blacksmiths, they needed electricians. They would extract these people, also able-bodied people to work in the mines or other industries. The rest of the people were marched down there and they were gassed and burned.
On behalf of my family, I would like to thank you to the families of Dąbkowski and Bryczyński for